My son is currently a sixth grader at the co-op school, where he's been a student for 2 years, and my daughter will be entering the school next year as a fifth grader. When I was looking for a new school for my son, I definitely had a very specific type of school in mind, and the co-op was really the only school I found that checked almost every box of what I was looking for. Specifically, I was looking for a school that really stressed social emotional learning. I was finding that a lot of schools would say that, oh, we have social emotional learning lessons, or we incorporate that into a religion class or into a specific month, whereas the co-op school, it was a part of everyday culture of the school. Consistently, everyone knows the social worker Hannah as well as they do as their classroom teacher, and I was really looking for an environment where my child's academic results were just as important as how he was feeling and his emotions, and teachers that were clued into looking for those things.
I'm really impressed not only with their ability to teach the kids, but also with their ability to really articulate how it is that they teach and why that it works, and it does. Both my kids are amazing readers, and I credit them a lot with that. Kindergarten and first is a key time, and they were both key teachers for my kids. My one is not quite done yet. Anyway, such an amazing place for my kids to grow and learn and get to be a part of. So thank you to the co-op school.
Hi, I'm Kendall. It's nice to meet you virtually. We have a 6-year-old kindergartner and a 2-year-old preschooler at co-op, and since we joined the school 3 years ago, we have seen and felt over and over again that there's this special mix of ingredients that makes co-op, from the bonds created between teachers and students and families to the values being brought to life inside and outside the classroom every day. And the mission that is the foundation of the co-op school, and that together these things have created this really unique sense of community that we really haven't seen anywhere else. And I think we've always felt that that sense of community transcends the four walls of the school, but now more than ever we're seeing how essential that is to ensuring that our kids can continue to learn joyfully and stay engaged and connected to each other even when they're far apart. As parents, I'm sure we're all feeling that adapting to remote learning is challenging and maybe sometimes a little bit harder for us even than for our kids. But every day I marvel at the joy and commitment and really energy that co-op teachers have brought to each and every class. They're upbeat, they're connected with the kids, they're devoted to keeping their continuity in the learning plan in place, and themselves adapting to new formats and technologies really quickly without impacting the kids too much. One of my favorite examples of this was the culmination of a medieval study that the kindergartners were doing this year, and all year long they had been learning about medieval times and transforming their classroom into a medieval castle by doing things like making their own stained glass after visiting a neighborhood church, and building a drawbridge from the hallway into the classroom entrance. And you could see each part of their learning coming to life physically, bit by bit, in their classroom. And typically we would close out a study like this with a big celebration in the classroom together. And obviously we couldn't do that this time around. And so our co-teachers, Emily and Angie, organized a morning feast via Zoom. And before you roll your eyes at yet another Zoom party invitation, this one was really special. All of the students and families were invited to join, and were creating costumes and backdrops and tablescapes, all inspired by medieval times. And when we logged on that Friday morning, we really felt like this was such an incredible moment for the students in the classroom, because we were all together, and even though we weren't in the same room, it really felt like we were. That big energy that we typically get by being together was absolutely there in this program that was led by our teachers with special guests. That was just absolutely heartwarming, and it really lifted us all up. And it was so special that we all got to join as families. And I think that sense of logging on to a morning meeting every day and seeing these 20 plus smiling faces, and our teachers, Emily and Angie, kind of leading the way during this uncertain time, gives us a bright spot and an opportunity to feel connected with each other, which is so incredibly important. And obviously, I wish I could still be doing drop-offs in person and seeing everybody, but listening in on the morning meeting and how the students are continuing to engage with one another and sharing their learnings has really showed me that even when we're not in the same space together, the energy that makes the co-op community so special is still alive and well. So thank you for letting me share a little bit about our community and our experience at co-op. I hope you're well.
Hi, my name is Madhu.
And I'm Sarah. We are the proud parents of Joaquin, who's a first grader in the Flaming Arrows class.
So we've been at the co-op school for 2 years now and have been able to experience the joy and the strength of the community, both pre-COVID and now during COVID.
I think as an educator myself, one of the things I'm most impressed with at the school are the teachers and the quality of the teaching. And it's founded on the relationships that the teachers develop with each of the students in their classes. And I think that right now has been so critical in inspiring and motivating the students during this remote learning time. I know that Joaquin in particular is thriving throughout this, and it's because of that consistency and that relationship.
Yeah, I'm a musician, and one of the things that I think has been really great during this time is the participation level between the students and the families, and that's been illustrated really well currently on a project they're doing centered around Carnival. The music teacher and the art teacher are having the first graders honor both the beautiful costumes as well as the amazing music that comes out of this tradition, and they're working across platforms here to come up with a virtual carnival at some point before the school year ends. And so we're just very impressed with the school, and we hope that you'll be part of this community next year.